Let's smash a maxing interval. We got 24 divided by 6 plus 3 times 1 equals 7. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Can I get this in 2? Would it be possible? 36 divided by 9. So it's going to have to equal a double-digit number, at least. So 36 divided by 9. I think that would probably work. So 36 divided by 9, and then I can just do plus 24. Plus 24 equals 28. I don't know. That's a possible answer. Let's see what happens. Okay, wasn't it? Wow, none of these numbers go like this, huh? So 2 does go here. There isn't a second 2. Did I use all the numbers? Oh, I didn't use a 1, so that was kind of dumb. Okay. I could do 12 divided by pretty much anything. It doesn't equal 20-something, though, so this has to equal probably a double-digit number. Maybe not. If this is 26, this has to equal at least 6, though. So this has to be, like, pretty big, probably. I could do 64... Like 64 divided by 2 would be in the 30s, and then I could do something in the 50s. I don't know. I'll use 4 there, though. 62. No, there isn't a second 2. 60. No, those are the even numbers that I have left remaining, 4 and 2. So it can't be 60-something. Yeah, so I don't know. I actually can't make this even, so I can't divide by an even number. I can't make this number even. Oh no, I can make it end in 0, actually. Okay, so I could just do 60. 60 divided by... Where am I going to put the 1? Plus 21? I don't know. 60 divided by 4 is 15. Plus 21 is 36. Does that work? Did I use all the numbers? 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, I think that works, right? Ooh! It equals 30? Plus 21. I have to make this equal 19. 4 times 19 is in the 70s, though. No. Wait. 30. It has to equal 9. 6 squared. Ah, that's tricky. Okay. 6 squared. All right. Almost had it. 6 squared divided by 4 plus 21 equals 30. And there's a max interval for you, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Doku. Let's smash a map, Doku. We got to put the numbers 1 through 9 in these black boxes. Purple clues are products, brown clues are sums. So these 3 numbers have to add up to 360. Sorry, multiply to 360. So that's 6 times 60, which is 6 times 10. So that's 2 to the 3rd power times 3 to the 2nd power times 5. So 8 times 9 times 5, 72 times 5. Yeah, so that's the only way that's going to work. Because there has to be a 5 in this row because it's divisible by 5. And there's no other way to put a number divisible by 5 in this row. And then the other 2 numbers have to be the maximum that they could possibly be, which is 8 and 9. So we have 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 9. Okay. And then we just have sums, which is pretty weird. So 10... So this can't be an 8 or a 9. So this is definitely a 5 because these 3 numbers have to add up to 10. And even if I were to put 8 here, these would have to be 1 and 1, which is impossible. So this is a 5. So these are 8 and 9. Now these two numbers have to add up to 5, so they come from 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're either 2, 3 or 1, 4. 17 with an 8 or a 9. I don't really know. Okay. So that just means that these two numbers either have to add up to 8 or 9. Can't use a 5. But it could still be like, it could be 2, 7. It could be almost anything, it feels like. What's going to straighten this out? This seems very difficult. So is it the 16 clue? I wouldn't think so. Okay, well 8 and 9 are being used here. So the biggest number I can use in this row is a 7. So maybe that's kind of where we're coming from. Okay, yeah. So even if we maximize these two cells with 7 and 6, this has to be at least a 3. 7 plus 6 is 13. So this has to be at least a 3. So we're limited now to 3 and 4 in that square, which means this has to be either 1 or 2, because those are the numbers that go with 4 and 3 to add up to 5. Okay, so that's a little more limiting. So these, I think, they have to be 7 and 6, because I can't use 5, which means that this is, okay, then that nails it down. That's cool. That worked out cool. All right, so these are 7, 6, because that's the biggest numbers we could possibly put right here, because we're using 8 and 9 here, and if we make this 7 and 6, it adds up to 13. We had the biggest number we could put here is a 4, and we needed at least 3, but now we know we need exactly 3 because we can't use a 5, and the only other way to make the 4 work would be if it was 7, 5, and so the 4 doesn't work. So this is a 3, this is a 2, and now we need a 1 and a 4 here. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. These add up to 17. 9, 6, 1 would work. That's probably the only thing that works. I don't think I can use a 4. 4, and if I minimize them, 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 18. Yeah, so this has to be a 1 because a 4 doesn't work, which means that this has to be a 9, and this has to be a 7 because we have to maximize them to make it work. That makes this a 6. That makes this a 4. That makes this an 8. And that should be a math doku, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Let's mess with Word 500. Word 500 is the Wordle game that gives you the number of greens and yellows, but it doesn't tell you where they are on the word. I like to start with the do and audio because they use all 5 vowels from the English language, and the only letters that change are the E and the O. So if the O was in, and then we took it away for audio, the E would also have to be in. So they aren't definitely both in, but if one of them's in, the other one has to be in. So I like to do pesto here, keeping that O in the last place. So it looks very possible that the E and O could be in. If the E and O aren't in at this point, it's P, S, and T that are in this word. So I'm going to continue trying the E and the O. I don't know a ton of words that have that structure where the E is second, O is last, so what could this be? I mean, tango is a Spanish word. techno? Techno is, okay. Does techno have an H? I don't even know if it does. It probably does. Could it possibly be the P, S, and T? This is confusing. I don't really know what the... So A is definitely out because A couldn't have been green and then yellow. I don't... Tello? Like, what is this word? It feels like it really wants to be the E and the O, but I don't see a word that works. Credo? Credo spelled with D, right? I'm just gonna go hello, and then if the E and the O stay in the same spot, at least I know it's definitely the E and the O. We get two green, so it is definitely the E and the O that are green, because if it wasn't, then we would need P, S, and T. I guess H and no, H and L couldn't be in the word. All right, it's definitely E and O. Then I have to figure out what the other letter is. I could either move the S, T, or P, which is kind of tough to figure out. Tempo? Can't be tempo. Oh, it's so close to being able to be tempo, though. I can't use the T and the P. I'm going to do this. Two yellows. So there is an M, is what that's telling me, because only P or T could be in the word. And I didn't get a green out of it. So M needs to move, and then I need to move either the T or the P to the middle spot. Metro. It's definitely Metro. There it is, dude. We're taking the Metro downtown to celebrate the win that I got. So I'm going to take the Metro bus. I don't know, man. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. I think it is a Wordle day. Let's match a Wordle. Wordle's the world game of two words in the same grid. I like to get all the vowels in right off the bat. Let's go louse. And then let's go Randy. That's a lot of letters. Okay, so our vowels are A, O, E, and I. Haven't placed the O or the E yet. I'm seeing that score. Score almost moves every single letter. I'm going to do score. It doesn't move the E. So, is scorp a word? I don't know. I'm just going to do score. It moves 4 of our yellows around. Okay, so I wanted to place some yellows. I did not manage to do that. I think one of the words could be visor. So I'm going to put that in because it moves 4 yellows around again. It doesn't move 4 yellows around. It tries a V, moves 3 yellows around, puts the I in the same spot. Wow. This is crazy, actually. So O can't go in any of the middle spots. It has to be either first or last. R can't go second to last or last. S can't go first, third, or so S is last. Okay. because S, so nothing can go in the second spot anymore because A and I both go there for the 2 words. So R has to be in the middle spot as well. Birds? I think birds is a possible answer. I almost just want to type in birds just to place the R and the D, the R and the S. So where's the I gonna go? Or not the I, the E. Feels like it probably wants to go second to last. I don't have any idea. I don't know what's going on here at all. What does hitch mean? All I can think of with hitch is a trailer hitch, or that movie that Will Smith was in. I still have so many yellows, but I know where a lot of them go. Cares. Alright, so cares just moves around a bunch of letters. I'm trying the C in the first spot, which I haven't done yet. R definitely goes here. S definitely goes here. And E, I feel like probably goes here. Okay. So huh means that that even though all the letters are in the right place, this isn't one of the words. So cards. Like one of the words could be cards. It doesn't have to be, but that's a possibility. And then the other word could use the E. The only letter I have in place is O. And it has to go first or last. Cards, and then the other word would have to be, if the word was cards, I have to place E, I, and O. So like I, E, O. Like video would be good, but it's not that. Hitch. I mean, O has to go last, right? I think this word probably ends E-O. Video seems really good, but it can't be that. I'm concerned about this. I don't know if cards make sense. It's not going to go CI though, I wouldn't think. So I think CA is probably like locked in. I don't even know what I can do to like help myself here, really. Like I want to do a filler kind of. I kind of just want to check if it's cards. What does hitch have to do with anything? I'm like really stuck on cards. How am I going to get all these other letters in here? I think I could probably do bimbo, just to get a couple new letters in there and make sure that O goes last. Like this isn't very helpful, but I just don't know what to do. And I really want to get one of the words. I don't know if the bimbo is going to help me get there. Is there like if I could do like pimbo or something like this would be really great. Just to get a few extra letters in there. Bingo? I can't, so bingo's not how, I've used the N. Is it cards? This is a horrible guess if it's not right. I learned nothing if it's not cards. And it doesn't even seem like cards make sense with hitch. So I don't know why I would do that. That seems, it's a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. It would be better to do a filler. Especially, I just want to get the O last and make sure the O goes last. Because if it goes first, I feel like that's going to be really telling. But I feel like it kind of has to go last. I kind of really want to get the P involved. And the M. Like if I could get a word that had an M and a P and ended in O, that would be ideal. That kind of does all the things I'm trying to do. Bimbo like isn't bad. I just really kind of want to get the P involved for some reason. Just narrow down some of these consonants so I have less to think about. I tried Pimbo, right? That wasn't a word. I think I have to go Bimbo. I don't like why am I even doing this? What am I checking by doing Bimbo? Like if I'm this is very difficult. So CA makes the most sense. What? Oh, compo maybe it'll give me? So that's M, that gives me MP and puts the O at the end? There was an M, I was right about that. Okay, well that had to be very helpful. Now I have 9 green letters. Like I should absolutely be able to figure this out. Okay. CA, I mean cards looks like a lock, doesn't it? Cameo. Cameo. And birds? It's cameo, right? Hitch? What does hitch have to do with cameo? Cameo and birds, I think would work. Is it maybe birds is more the one worth checking? Birds? Cameo? That's, I mean, now it's locked in, right? Those are the letters. I don't know what that means, dude, but that was terrifying. You know, we got there though. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. All right, now let's do a symbol today, I guess. Got a rotation of a few games now that I switch into this slot in the day. I like symbol. Let's get this out of here. All right, that took a lot of time. Let's mesh a symbol. So symbol's the Wordle game that gives you shapes to represent the letters in the answer. Okay, so let me try to explain what I think that means. So the shapes change every time. So green, the colors don't mean anything in the context of the game. We have to figure out what they mean. They could only mean one of 3 things. It either means the letter is in the right place. So if this orange was like the usual green color in Wordle, then that would mean that the L was in the right place. It could also mean yellow, kind of, but yellow is trickier to think about because yellow corresponds to the answer. So if this little droplet meant, I'll call it yellow, but it's not really yellow from Wordle, it would mean that one of the other letters in the word go in this spot. Rather than telling us that the L goes somewhere else in the word, it's telling us kind of the opposite. So either the word starts with A, T, E, or R. And I don't know what this means. It would be cool if I could try L and R in the same spot again just to make sure to see if they're green. I think it would probably honestly be easier to move letters. Like, so if this means that one of the other letters goes here, then I could try a word that starts with T and ends in E, which I think I'm going to have an easier time doing. I might just go toupee. Let's try that. Okay, I need toupee has got an accent on it. I don't know. I don't know if that's reasonable. But I'm realizing that almost every word that starts with T and has an E at the end, it's a 5-letter word, has an R in the second spot, and I can't use the R. Oh, I guess I could do like these, or oh no, then I would get an orange thing here probably. Tinge. I'm gonna go tinge. Okay, so now I get the introduction of a blue star, which I believe probably means that the word ends in E. I was really feeling like the orange thing was, I'll call it yellow for lack of a better term, even though we're dealing with colors. So if the droplet means yellow, that means that I had to move one of the other letters to the last spot. I did that, and it turned to a different shape, which I think probably means that the E is in the correct spot. So this word definitely either ends in R or E, because one of these two things must mean green. Unless these purple hearts, they're not purple hearts. They're green hearts, and they definitely don't mean green, because that wouldn't make any sense for what we've done so far. So the word ends in E, probably. And then I think I need a different letter to start the word. I might use R. But it's weird, so I was going to say rouge would work, but it doesn't quite. Abode is possible. I don't know. But the A, I'm starting the word with A because I need a different letter to start the word. I'm thinking the word ends in E. So okay, so E stays this stays the same. So that means that the word ends in E, for sure. And then now we have the second letter, and it can't be the A, it can't be the B. So I think it probably has to be. I think it has to be the O. We need another vowel in this word, and we're not getting anything for vowels. So I think the word probably starts with R, and then maybe goes O. It can't be rouge, but it feels like it really wants. Oh, rouse. That was rousing. That was rousing due to rousing or something. I don't know. Something about rouse. You know, it was definitely something about rouse because I need to use the word because that's what I do at the end of the thing. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Duo. Let's crush it, dude. It's Wordle. I'm speed running this thing. Let's see how fast we can go. Later, noisy chump. Okay. Muted. Must be muted, right? I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, wine, dine could be a lot of things probably. Glued. I think this has to be glued. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. I don't know if I'm right, but it definitely was. OER is terrifying. That could be a million things. Vocal or focal could be either one. Train looks good there. Okay. Guess. I don't know what that is. This is moldy. This is bluer probably. Okay. Wager. That feels risky. Okay. Frill could definitely be frill. It might not be. Yeah. Okay. I took a guess there. Tonic. I don't know what that is. That's weird. Okay. Borer. Sober. Okay. Broad. Okay, tonal. Tonal? What? Zonal. Weird. Boxer? It's not boxer? What is it? Borer? I don't know what that is. I'm terrified. I can't get another one wrong. Polyp. This is definitely what that is, right? Blaze. Cabby. That's, yep. Okay. Shrug. Cries. Stain. Saner. Crest. Coach. Excuse me? Swami? What? Umami? Wild. Maven? Roman? Dingo? I believe. Okay. Bebop? What is happening right now? Okay. I don't know. Corky? I'm terrified of that word. I don't want to do that. This is... Dined? I think it has to be... It can't start with D, though. I don't know what that is either. Okay. That's terrifying. Poker? Focal? V. Event. Okay. Krill. Wild. Was not thinking about the K. Stoic. Borer. Corky. Okay, I got the K. Good. And then inked. Wild. Okay, the K's were what were throwing me for a loop that whole time. Over 3. I haven't done that in a while. 3 and very little change. Almost 3 on the button there. 3 minutes is not a good deal of Wordle for me, but we'll get them next time. That was a tough set of words. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. That's going to do it for the stream. If anybody's in here, appreciate you being